Hey, I'm B and welcome to another One Take review. I know it's been a while since I've shown my face here, and that is due to two reasons. Firstly, I've been a little bit time poor lately, but secondly, I have been a little bit overthinky. So I've been overthinking all of my content because something amazing happened a few weeks ago. The wonderful Tim Chuon listed me as one of the accounts to check out in his massive 10K giveaway. Congratulations again, Tim. I cannot think of anyone more deserving. And my mind is still reeling that you did pick me. And I am so grateful that you did pick me. But at the same time, all of these amazing people have come over to see my content coming from your content, and your content is insane. It's next level board game content. And I cannot provide the same kind of content. So I started to overthink it, thinking that you guys wanted me to provide the same kind of content, but it's just, I can't do that. So I'm gonna be straight up with you. What you see is what you get here. This is my origin stories account. You know, this is as I grow and hopefully work towards getting even a small percentage of Tim's skill, his grace, his dedication, his quality, his everything. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I really hope you enjoy my one take reviews. It's a great way for me to express myself, talk to the board game community as if I'm talking to a friend, and I really have so much fun filming them. And I'm glad that I've started doing it again and remembering that it's just supposed to be fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's review. So today I'm going to be talking about In the Hall of the Mountain King by Burnt Island Games. Now, this game is one of the latest games to enter my collection. I have been on a buying ban since January 6th actually, and I'm going strong. I'm very proud actually, because there was a period there where I was buying more games than I had the time to play or the time to appreciate, and I just realized there was a problem. And so anyway, I cut right back and haven't bought a game since then. And this was the second last game I bought. It was in December last year, and I am so glad I did. I'm so upset with myself for not buying it sooner. I had known about it for a while. Some friends had shown it to me, and they had bought the last copy at my local game store. So I waited and it got back in stock, and so then I grabbed that as soon as I saw it. And yeah, I'm so glad that I did. It's such a great game. I think it's a really underrated game. I don't hear a lot about it. I really don't see a lot about it, and so I'm hopefully slowly going to change that. I've posted about it a fair bit on Instagram already, and now I'm gonna do this one take review as well to talk about the really the hidden gem that this game truly is, because I don't think I have ever played a game, including the games in my top 3, that can take so many warring mechanisms, or not warring, but just so many different ones, and just combine them so effortlessly, so amazingly. Like, it's just this really special, just thematic, just entire package. It's an experience game. Like, it's really cool, like really cool. So I guess I'll start by talking about the things that I love, and hopefully that will lead me into some more of the gameplay, because I had this whole thing in my head of what I was going to do and how I was going to talk about it, but as soon as I've started talking about it, the hype has taken over my brain and I literally cannot think straight.
They're all in the dungeon! Thought you ought to know.
So I'm just going to go with it, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, so basically one of the main things that I love about this game is that there's a cascading effect for resource, tableau building, engine building. So you are going to be recruiting trolls from a horde. So it's a public horde, so everybody has access to the same trolls, which adds a good little bit of that, not PvP, but a little bit of interaction there, because you can take things that other people might need, etc. But otherwise you're doing your own thing. So you take trolls from the horde, you add them to your own horde, and that's how you gather resources. Basically, you generate resources through that cascading effect. When you place a new troll, it creates a cascading effect, and you get the resource from that card and the cards underneath it. But it's really cool because it's in like a pyramid style shape. So if you place a card on top of 2 cards, you'll get that one and the 2 cards below it. So it's like a family tree, but going backwards. And you can only get 10 trolls in the entire game. And you need to be really smart about the trolls that you select, because once they're in your tableau, once they're in that cascading, pyramid, you can't remove them you can't swap where they are. And so the next troll on top is either going to cascade that one or the one other. And it's so brilliant because those resources and abilities that you get from those troll cards are absolutely essential to your strategy and your success in the game. You really need to time in when you're getting new trolls, when you're using those resources, and you use those to build mines and to put like pedestals out, and to, you move statues around in the mines as well. It takes that element of chess, of those the planning ahead, and the shooting yourself in the foot, and it takes it to a whole new tabletop level. So back into the mining is another element that I love. It's tile placement. So you're placing like mine tiles around, and you're trying to not only mine into the mountain, but try to get as close to the heart as you can, and use those mines you'll get new things as well from different placement spots, like resources. You can get workshops, which will give you extra abilities. You can build great halls, which is like a race thing because there's only limited amounts of great halls. So once you create the shape, you can cover a great hall, gives you more points. But you're trying to use those mines as well to facilitate the movement of statues. So you're unearthing these statues, and then you're trying to move them around the around the mountain to optimize those points. So the deeper into the heart of the mountain that you get, the more points those statues are worth. They're also worth more points if you put them on a pedestal. So there's just all these things that are working together to make you really feel like you're a troll mining a mountain, and you've really got to do it well. The deeper you go into the mountain, the harder it is to mine, which I think is a brilliant addition that would have been easily overlooked in the design process, but wasn't with this game. And my hat's off to the designers. I think they play tested the heck out of this, they designed the heck out of this, they really knew what they were going for, and they just went 100% for it. And so I just think that works really well as well. There's also spells that you can use, so you can use spells per turn, and there is a limit on how many times those spells can be used before they're then discarded and a new one goes. So that's another racy PvP kind of element there, so you can use a spell to spite someone sort of thing, which I think is really cool. We play mostly 2-player, so we find that we don't really meet on the map, so we'll start on opposite ends of the mountain, and I don't think we've met yet. Our minds have not come close, but I imagine when you start adding in the 3 or 4 players, there is a little bit more of a competitive nature on the mountain as well with that placement. So I think, yeah, this game, it just works so well. It's so thematic. It just ties in so many of my favorite mechanics, and just this in such a surprising way. That's all I can say about this game, is it is so surprising. I thought, yeah, I might like this game, but I did not think that I would like it as much as I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this game a 9 out of 10, which, come back in a year's time, because I predict this game will be one of my top played games of 2022, come back in a year's time and it might even be a 10 out of 10, and I've snuck its way into my top 5 games of all time. So if you've played In the Hall of the Mountain King, please let me know what you think as well in the comments below, and if you want to play it as well, let me know too, because I'd love to hear more people get on the hype train for this game, because it just absolutely deserves it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!